Mastering the Art of Negotiation. Today we will learn how to negotiate effectively. We will start with basic offers and move to complex conditionals. Let's look at our first scenario, making an initial offer. We can offer a 10% discount.
That is a good starting point.
Now, let's try a counteroffer to negotiate the price.
Could you do 15% instead?
I am afraid that is too high. Notice how Emma uses I am afraid to be polite. Let's move to B2 level using conditional sentences. If we increase the order, will you lower the price?
If you sign today, we can lower the price.
Now, let's use the second conditional for more formal scenarios. If we had a better contract, we would work with you.
What would you need in that contract?
Great. You are now exploring possibilities. Let's learn how to build rapport during the meeting. I appreciate your flexibility on this matter.
It is important to find a win-win solution.
A win-win means both sides benefit. Now, let's practice reaching an agreement. We have a deal then.
I will send the contract by email.
Excellent. You've completed the negotiation cycle. Remember, be polite, use conditionals, and seek win-win. Practice these phrases in your next meeting. Now, let's dive into the grammar behind these negotiations. We will focus on the first conditional for real deals. Let's look at an example of a real possibility. Now, let's analyze the second conditional for formal hypotheticals. This structure sounds more polite and less aggressive. Let's start our role play with Emma and John. Thank you for meeting with me today, John.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Emma. We are interested in your new software package.
I am glad to hear that interest. If you purchase the annual license, you will save money.
That sounds interesting, but our budget is limited.
What if we offered a monthly payment plan?
That might work, but the total cost is still high.
If we had more flexibility, we would lower the price.
I understand. What would you suggest instead?
We could reduce the number of users initially.
If we reduce the users, will the support be included?
Yes, basic support will still be included.
That sounds like a reasonable starting point.
Shall I prepare a revised proposal for you?
Yes, please send it by tomorrow afternoon.
Let's pause and review the grammar used. Can you identify the second conditional in Emma's sentence? Correct. It uses had and would. Now, let's try a different scenario.
The office space is perfect for our team.
It is a premium location with great amenities.
However, the monthly rent is slightly above our limit.
If you sign a 3-year lease, I can reduce it.
A 3-year commitment is quite a long time.
What if we included a break clause in the contract?
That would make the long-term lease much safer.
If we add that clause, will you sign the lease?
Yes, if the clause is clear, we have a deal.
Great job. You've mastered 2 different contexts. Now, let's practice writing your own dialogues. I will provide a template to help you start. Try to use if we will for real offers. And use if we would for polite negotiations. Once you finish, we will practice speaking them. Don't worry about making mistakes. The more you write, the more natural it becomes. Let's look at one more quick dialogue. Can you finish the logo by Friday?
If I work overtime, I will finish it.
Would you charge extra for overtime?
If it were a rush job, I would charge more.
That is fair. Let's proceed then. You are doing an amazing job. Now, it is your turn to speak. Pay attention to the rhythm of the sentences. See you in the next lesson. Let's dive deeper into conditional structures. The first conditional uses if plus present simple.
So, it is for things that are likely?
Exactly. It describes a real possibility. Now, let's look at the second conditional.
Is this for dreaming about things?
Yes, it is for hypothetical or unlikely situations. Let's practice with the negotiation scenario.
I will try the first conditional first. If you lower the price, we will sign.
Perfect. That is a very direct offer.
Now, how about the second conditional? If you lowered the price, we would sign.
Notice how much softer that sounds. Let's try a different business situation.
If we hire more people, we will finish.
Good. Now make it more hypothetical.
If we hired more people, we would finish.
Excellent. You are mastering this. Let's look at some common mistakes. Incorrect: if we will arrive early. Correct: if we arrive early, we will start. Incorrect: if I would have time. Correct: if I had time, I would help.
That is a very important distinction.
It is. Now, let's do a listening exercise. Speaker A: if we increase the order, will you discount? Speaker B: if we increased the order, we would discount.
The first was real, the second was polite.
Exactly right. You're very observant. Let's try a writing task now.
Can I write about a shipping problem?
Yes, that is a perfect context.
If the shipment arrives late, we will complain. If the shipment arrived late, we would complain.
Both are grammatically perfect. Now, let's expand our negotiation vocabulary. The word concession is very useful.
Like a compromise in a deal?
Exactly. It's a part of the compromise. Another term is leverage.
So, it's like having an advantage.
Yes, having leverage helps you negotiate better. Let's combine grammar and vocabulary.
If we had more leverage, we would ask for more.
That is a brilliant sentence.
One more: if you make a concession, we will sign.
Spot on. You are ready for real negotiations. Keep practicing these patterns daily.
I will try to use them at work.
That is the best way to learn. Great session today. Well done. Don't forget to review your notes. I'll see you in the next module. Practice these negotiation phrases in your next meeting to build your confidence. Welcome to our new grammar workshop on conditional sentences.
Is this used for imaginary or unlikely situations?
That is correct. It is for things that are not true now.
Can you give me a practical example?
If I won the lottery, I would travel the world.
So, I wouldn't say if I win in this case.
Exactly. We use the past tense to show distance from reality.
What about the verb to be in these sentences?
In formal English, we use were for all subjects.
If I were you, I would study more often.
Perfect. Now, let's try a business scenario.
If we had a bigger budget, we could hire more staff.
That is a great use of could for possibility.
If the client accepted the offer, we would expand.
Very good. Now, let's try a negative form.
If I didn't live so far, I would visit you.
Excellent. What if the result is also negative?
If I had more time, I wouldn't be so stressed.
That is a very relatable sentence.
Can we use the second conditional for questions?
Yes. For example, what would you do if you were rich?
If I were rich, I would buy a private island.
Let's try a more difficult one with unless.
Does unless change the whole sentence?
Yes. I wouldn't go unless you went with me.
So, unless it rained, we would go to the park.
Almost. It should be, unless it rained, we would go.
See, it's a bit tricky to master.
Let's do a quick lightning round of exercises.
I am ready. Let's go.
If I have more money, I would buy a car.
The answer is had.
If she be taller, she would play basketball.
Is it was or were?
In formal English, where is the best choice?
If we not slash no, we would ask for help.
Give it a try.
The answer is didn't know.
You have completed the grammar session.
Thank you. I feel much more confident now.
See you in the next grammar lesson. Now, let's move on to our vocabulary session.
What is the theme for today's lesson?
We will focus on professional business meetings.
That sounds very useful for my career.
First, let's learn how to interrupt politely.
Can I use sorry to bother you instead?
Yes, but it is better for casual situations.
I see. I should use may I interject?
Exactly. That is a very professional choice.
Let's practice using these in a dialogue.
Great idea. Let's start the role play now. Imagine you are presenting a new project to your manager.
Should I start by outlining the main objectives?
Yes, providing a clear overview helps everyone follow along.
I would like to propose a budget increase for this.
That is a bold move. Be prepared for questions.
Could you explain how to justify the extra costs?
Focus on the long-term benefits of the investment.
That makes sense. I will prepare the report now.